Hello everyone, welcome to Kavita's Edu Portal. In today's video, we will see the various video conferencing tools useful for teachers. We all know during this COVID-19 situation, everybody are in a position to take only online classes. So I hope you will be using either the platform like Zoom or GoToMeeting or Google Meet, so whatever it is. So this video to tell you about the various video conferencing tools available and how you can use those tools for getting a better experience. Okay, so let us see the different tools. So in general, you take up, there are n number of video conferencing tools available, out of which the widely used one is your Zoom. This is recently many people have started using Google Meet, and you have your GoToMeeting, you have Cisco WebEx, you have your Microsoft Teams and Skype. So both these products are from your Microsoft. Maybe some of these tools we are going to explore in detail. So let me first start with your Zoom. So Zoom, you all know, it is a widely used video conferencing platform. The advantage is that it is available on free also. You can host a free meeting even though there may be some restrictions, like we can host only up to 100 participants and the limit for the meeting is only 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, it will automatically close it. The advantage is that you can host unlimited number of meetings. Even you can set up your virtual background. You can have a waiting room and you can check whether you can admit that particular person into the room or not, that you can check it. So security features you can enable, and you can have the active speaker view. You can have the full screen view or gallery view, and there is an option for the people to raise hand, and you have the personal room, or you have your meeting ID using which people can directly join it. You can record your entire class sessions or meeting sessions, and that you can refer it for your future references. And apart from this basic free meeting, you also have Zoom Pro, you have business version and enterprise version. And in the chat window, there is an option that anybody can communicate. There also the host can have a control. Either you can make it as a private chat or everyone. Okay, because sometimes in some of the meeting you might have found the chat window, people will be just like that. They will be typing some messages and creating problem for others. So if you want to avoid that, you can set that as a private chat. That means only they can chat only with the host or co-host. They cannot chat with everybody, or you can give the option for chatting with everybody. And one more important thing is that I can have one host and I can assign many co-hosts. That is possible. And the participants can be muted from the host side. If I feel that some participant is unnecessarily, they are creating some background noises or all those things, you can mute all the participants. Host can mute all the participants, but videos you cannot mute. Only the individual participant has to close that video, okay, or camera. So these are the various features available. So let me show you how Zoom will work. So just double click. So you should have your Zoom installed on your laptop. So once you open it, there are different options. Like you can join, you can create your own new meeting. You can join if already somebody has called you for the meeting. You can just join it. You can schedule a meeting. You can share your screen. Okay. So these are the different options available. So go to your settings. Here you have a button called settings. Here you can set up the way in which you want your Zoom to be. So you have some general settings. Okay, when you want to react, which are the skin tone you would like to use, this one or this one, that you can choose it. Whether you want to use dual monitors, you can set that. Okay, enter full screen automatically when starting or joining a meeting. So if you click it, as soon as you join meeting, it will be a full screen. Okay, otherwise it will be just like a small screen opening one side. So you can set that. Then you have your video. So as soon as you click the video, it is like that. But here I can say turn off my video when joining meeting. Okay, that will allow me to stop my video, because most of the time what happens is when a person joins a meeting, they don't know that their video is on. Okay, so without knowing that, because since there are many people are there, they will not notice that their video is on. So they will be doing whatever they would like to do. That will be a disturbance for other participants. So always better you keep that in video settings. Turn off my video when I join meeting. So keep that clicked so that When it is required, once you join the meeting, if it is required, you can click and open it. Otherwise, it can be off. Same way, this is your audio settings. Mute my microphone when joining a meeting. If you mute it, automatically it is muted. And once you want to speak something, you can just disable that and you can speak it. Okay. Then you have your share screen option, which one I am going to share it. Then you have chat window, how you want to see the messages. Okay. Then you have a virtual background. Here the problem is that only if you have a green color background, you can use this virtual backgrounds. Otherwise, it will not be good. And the second is recording. You can record when you host a meeting. You can record it and store it in a location so that you can use it for the later stage. You can update your profile. If you want to include a profile, photo, all those things, you can do it here because this Zoom account is linked with your Gmail account. So whatever profile picture you have your Gmail account, that will be displayed here. Then you also have the statistics. What is the usage of your CPU, memory, how this audio, video, screen sharing abilities, all those you can see there. Then you have some of the keyboard shortcuts. How to go to the gallery view, how to go to speaker view, all those you have a shortcut keys available. How to start and stop video also you have a shortcut key. So all those you can go through it and use it when you want to see switch camera. For everything you have a shortcut keys available. Then this is the accessibility. So these are the general various settings that you can set it as per your requirement. Then I'll just join one sample meeting. So since I've turned off my camera on the initial stage, see you can observe here my camera is stopped. My audio is also stopped. If I want to join with audio, I have to just click here, join with my computer audio. Okay. Then this is a full screen mode, and you can exit it. Then the security. See, you can unmute all the participants. Either you can say, see, if you say click here, unmute themselves means they will be able to unmute themselves. But if you remove that, people cannot unmute themselves, you have to unmute them. Okay. And participant can share the screen, I have switched off. They cannot share it. Chat, they can rename themselves, all those options, and enable waiting room. Because directly they will not enter into my meeting room. I have to admit them. Only then they will be coming inside. At any time, if I feel that further I don't want anybody to enter into my meeting room, I can lock it. Okay. Then you have the different participants that will be available here. See, since I am the host, I can unmute. So editing profile picture, renaming, all those options are available. And here you can mute the participants upon entry, allow the participants, this I have not allowed, allow participants to rename, you have allowed, play, enter or exit, and enable waiting room, lock meeting. So all those facilities are displayed here also. Chat window, and you have the share screen option, either the entire screen or a whiteboard. Okay, anything I can share it, my Google Chrome browser, which one I want to share it, I can share it. Then you have the option for recording it. Okay, if I start recording, it will include and it will start recording. Then you have the reactions. Okay, the thumb or applause, whatever I want to say, I can say it. So all these are the various options available for me. Then I can just end. So it is just confirming whether you want to end the meeting for all or you want to leave the meeting. So I can just say end meeting for all. So this is the way your Zoom will work. Okay. So the next you have is your Google Meet. So Google Meet, you know, again it is a free meeting site. Google has recently understanding the demand all over the world because of the COVID-19 situation. Everybody was in a need for looking for a video conferencing app. Google Meet has been introduced. Earlier we had only Google Hangouts. So it is a video communication service developed by Google. But the thing is that if you want to access it, compulsorily you should have your Google account or your Gmail account to access it. You can host unlimited high definition video meetings. The maximum number of participants, generally see here they say up to 250 people, but generally in our personal meeting, if you schedule a Google Meet means only 100. Maximum possibility is only 100 people. and you can have an easy access. Just you create that Google Meet, you will get a share link. Just copy paste and give it to other people, using which easily people can join to your meeting. And you can share your screen, you can present the documents, slides. And one more advantage is that here you can record the attendance by including one Chrome extension called Meet Attendance. Okay, so if you have included that Meet Attendance Chrome extension, automatically you can download the attendance as an Excel file. And G Suite members can record the meetings and watch it later. So recording you can place in your Google Drive. Anytime you can watch the meeting also. So all these are the advantages. So rather than using this from the personal account, if you use Google Meet from your G Suite account, it will provide you enormous opportunities. Okay. And there is no restrictions on how much recording I can store in my Google Drive also if I have a G Suite account. So next we will see how Google Meet will work. So if you go to your Gmail account, you see the left side, you have the option for starting a meeting and joining a meeting. Okay, because your Google Meet is integrated with your Gmail account. So just click on the start a meeting. So for starting a new meeting, if you see automatically the camera will be starting and the mic will be starting. So you can just click that to stop if you don't want them to. So even when you are joining some meeting which is being organized by other people, before joining to the meeting through Google Meet, you ensure that your camera and mic is off. Okay, and whenever you require, you can switch it on. Otherwise, you just keep it as off. Now you just say join now. So now you have joined the meeting. So this copy link, you can copy this link and share it to others for joining the meeting. And if you want to speak something, you can turn on this microphone. If you want to show your camera, you can just click on here. And whatever you speak, the captions will be displayed here once you turn this on. And this window you can present it. Okay, just click here. You can share your entire screen or a window or your Chrome tab. Then this is your participants. And since I have installed Meet Attendance Chrome extension, that attendance is available here. So whoever is joining it, I can download that as a Excel file. Okay, that I can use it for my attendance purpose. And you have the option that people can chat with each other. Okay, so these are the various options available in your Google Meet. So you can expand the screen. And if you want to leave the meeting, just click here. This will leave you. So leave all. So the next you have is your GoToMeeting. The GoToMeeting free version is available only for 14 days. Other than that, they are giving you 3 versions like professional, business and enterprise version. In professional, you can accommodate up to 150 participants, but you have to pay $12 per month. Whereas for the business, you can accommodate up to 250 participants, but you have to pay $16 per month. Okay. So next we'll see how GoToMeeting will work. So as soon as you log into your GoToMeeting, actually I'm using only a free version. It is free for 14 days. After that I have to upgrade. So if you see here, I have first, see you can go to your profile, my profile. It will lead you to profile management portal, where you can set up all your personal information. Okay, even if you want to include your organization details, that also you can type it here and save it. Then if you want to include a profile photo, that also you can click here and add it. So next you can even personalize your meeting room. See, actually in my meeting room, if you go and see, I have personalized it with my name and my organization name, and you can change your theme color, whatever you like to have. Okay, so when you change it, there is a save option. So you can have your own theme, whichever you like, and save it. So this is your personalized meeting room. So anytime I can invite anybody for the meeting. So if you want to create a meeting, you can give a title for your meeting, maybe discussion something. Okay, whether it is a one-time meeting or whether your the online meeting room, if you create, whenever you would like to meet, you can meet it. This will not expire at all. So suppose if you are a faculty, means you can create an online meeting room for one particular class. Okay, that you can share it with students, so anytime you can access it. Or suppose you are organizing a one-time meeting, you can click it here. Then you can say when you want to have, what is the starting time, duration, all those things. Then you can save it. Then audio options, whether any personalization you want to do it, you can do it. Okay, do you want to include any co-organizers, you can have it. And if you say require a meeting password, it will ask each of the attendees to enter a password to join your meeting. Otherwise, just with the link, they can join it. So that security things you can take care. Then just save it. So now a new meeting is being created. So you can copy this invitation. Just click here, it will copy this invitation, paste it and send it to all the people. So that is the way I will create meeting in my GoToMeeting. So let me start a meeting. We'll see how it will work. See, your meeting is starting. So you say allow, okay, choose your microphone, all those, save and continue. So you have joined the meeting. So this is your mic, and if you want to switch on the camera, you can on it, otherwise you can camera. So these are as similar like our Google Meet. You have all the participants being here, and you can invite, and anytime you want to log the meeting, you can log it. You can invite the people by copying that meeting link, give it to them, and you can ask them to join the meeting. And there is even an option, but since I'm using only a free 14 days demo version, I don't have the recording option. But if you have proper meeting link, you can record it also. Then you have the chat option. So chat you can set it whether they can chat it with everybody or only for the organizers or only with the presenter. But they can choose the participants. Then these are the various settings. Anything you want to change it, you can change. So you have full screen option. Okay. Then screen sharing. So if you click it here, you can share your screen. Either your entire screen you can share it, or the applications alone you can share it, or you can share your Chrome browser, Google Chrome browser. So which one you can decide it. Okay. Then here there are viewing option is available. View option, either you want to see everyone or who's talking or only the active cameras or hide everyone. That you can choose. And same way the position, how you want the camera when somebody is presenting. Only when they present, this option will enable. That time you can choose this option. Is it clear? So this is the way your GoToMeeting will work. So when you want to leave the meeting, you can just say leave. The three tools, the Cisco WebEx, easily you can create your login and work with that. This is also giving you some free meetings and login and work with that. This is also giving you some free meetings. And Microsoft Teams, if you have your Microsoft account or if you are a person from education institution, you can set up your Microsoft Team account. And the same in continuation with this Microsoft Team. Suppose you want to conduct meeting only with some few people, in that case you can use the Skype. So that is again a video conferencing platform. Hope you understood the different video conferencing tools. So thanks for watching the video. Thank you.